find some type of contract that officially assigns that IP to you, or they could come back later and they could have a copyright claim against you.
What would be the top sort of 3 key elements for these entrepreneurs or these innovators, inventors, the top 3 things to succeed in bringing a product to the market?
One is definitely test and get feedback. You want to know what the user experience is going to be for whatever type of product you're designing. Second of all, make sure you build a reasonable business foundation. Read the books and set up whatever structure provides you with the right organization. If it's just you running on your own, you might be able to do it as just filing whatever it is, the Schedule C on your taxes as a personal whatever. But in a lot of these, you're going to want to set up some type of limited liability company or S corporation or something like that. Talk to a CPA about the financial side. If you've got a friend who's an attorney, you talk to him about legal structures, because if you by yourself are not going to be able to bring something to market, and you're going to need 3 or 4 or 5 other really core talented people involved in this, make sure the structure is set up so that you don't burn bridges with those people. There's some great books and resources out there. A book called Slicing Pie that helps you make dynamic equity slices work really well. Again, within Constellation, all of us as engineers, almost all the money that comes in just flows through to us, and the company is really just there to provide us with a little liability protection and to have a face for all of us. We tend not to have those kinds of issues. But people starting product companies, it really pays to figure some of these things out ahead of time so you don't get in trouble down the road and have to sort these things out years down the road when suddenly the company's now worth something. And another one's probably some type of intellectual property protection. The term intellectual property is a little bit a misnomer in some ways, but patents and trademarks are the kind, and copyrights on the code, of course. The way we do it when we create code, we have a non-disclosure agreement which says we won't share anything we discuss with our clients outside unless we've been given approval to do so. We also have another clause in there that assigns anything that we create, the intellectual property, they own it. If you just have your buddy down the street writing code, find some type of contract that officially assigns that IP to you, or they could come back later and they could have a copyright claim against you. Watch out for those kind of things, because some of the best businesses will get spoiled by those, and some of them that never really succeed, the problem never comes up because no one ever sees that there's money coming in.
Thanks for listening to the Adrian Sinclair Show. You can find previous episodes on the Apodcast multi-channel network at apodcast.com. You can also stream this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Podbean, and other audio platforms. And if you subscribe to our weekly newsletter, you'll get convenient short summaries of podcasts you may have missed. So check it out. And lastly, please support us by sharing our episodes on social media. We really appreciate it. Thanks.